Whatever you may think is going to happen on this video, you are wrong. We traveled to one of the most extreme deserts in the world to hunt the Gobi Ibex with bow and arrow. A tough mountain hunt that had the most unexpected and craziest turn of events
It has never happened to me.
you can ever imagine. Glad we captured all on video, because if not, it would be hard to believe.
The situation is a bit tense. ¿Lo has visto?
The Gobi is one of the largest deserts in the world, located in the northern part of China and southern part of Mongolia. Driving to the area was overwhelming. There was nothing around us. Although it has sandy areas, it is mostly rocky with some sparse mountains and ridges. One of the biggest temperature variations, very little water, and almost no vegetation, this inhospitable country is defined by the Gobi Ibex, which calls this place home. So finally we made it to camp. We have been traveling for the last 2 days. Beautiful girl. This is a nomadic house typical from the herds of Mongolia. You can disassemble the whole thing and travel with your cattle. And yeah, we're gonna be spending here 1 or 2 weeks or as much time as necessary chasing Gobi Ibex. Looking forward to explore the country tomorrow, because so far the camp is in a country that is as flat as it can be. So looking forward to explore the mountains, and yeah, let's get all the equipment ready, get some rest, we need some rest, and tomorrow everything starts. I wake up with a knot on my stomach. It is the first day, the hunt starts. I am really excited, but I am also worried. The more time you put on to prepare on a hunt, the more pressure you have, and the more you think on the possible outcomes. I need to focus not on the future, but on the present time, and that requires making sure that my bow is shooting perfect at this elevation. Honestly, I can barely talk. I feel the pressure. Everything here is super quiet, everyone watching. Tiny box at 80 yards. I'm a little bit tense, but I need to relax. Parked the car and we are walking up this valley, trying to spot both sides. The terrain is very broken, looks amazing for the bow, but it's not going to be easy to find the animals because there is not that many advantage points to control out of country. But if we find them, I think it's going to be fun. We make it pretty close, so let's keep going up. Located 4 billies, but now they are running. They just
60, 65. But the guy was talking on the radio pretty loud because he thought that they left already. They're gone. Ibex 1, bow hunter team, 0. But this is just the beginning. I think it's not very common in Mongolia to do that, because I was like, he left me hanging.
One of the biggest challenges in this type of trips is the communication.
In Mongol?
On the stop, not to be able to speak a word makes things much harder, because at the end it feels like two hunters with their own ideas that don't want to share a thing.
Buddhist spray is what it says. How old? Long time.
When he was young, it was still here.
With the bow, every step needs to be calculated, and both guide and hunters needs to be on the same page at all times.
We have climbed to this advantage point to kind of try to control some country. What we are looking on this hunt is we are looking for the Gobi Ibex, which is a subspecies of Ibex that they have here in Mongolia. It's basically, will be the end of the Altai Mountains, but we are located right in the southern part of Mongolia in the border with China in the desert. And it's basically an Altai Ibex, but here they live in the desert, so their body is smaller, they are lighter colored, and also the horn size is smaller. But that's due basically, I will say, for the food. The environment here is very harsh. There is not that much food. They live in the desert, high temperature, low temperatures, and yeah, they don't have that much to eat, so they don't grow big. Let's see if we can locate one way. I'm seeing some camels.
Mongolia has evolved a lot. The horses are too slow and have been substituted with cars and motorbikes. As bow hunters, as much as we try to make things harder and more authentic, searching for that ultimate connection with nature, the reality is that we live in a world where success is the main goal and time is expensive. Vehicles increase the area cover and time needed, which is not good or bad. I am not really against it and completely understand, but it's just different.
I like rocks too, sometimes. I like watching them. We have spotted 4 females now. As the sun is coming down, the animals are starting to move. And as much as the terrain is perfect for stalking, for glassing is very complicated because there is a lot of pockets, super broken, so animals can be anywhere, so we need the animals to move a little bit so they get exposed.
So despite they look pretty awesome, right now the biggest threat for wildlife in Mongolia, for argalis, for ibex and a bunch of other species, is the conflict with livestock. The food here right now it's at its best, but in February, March, early April, after the whole winter, there is not that much food, and the amount of livestock around is it's getting bigger and bigger, and they are competing directly with wildlife. So yeah, and if it wouldn't be for the hunting and for the money put into conservation of the wildlife, probably they will be gone, because these animals are way more productive for the locals, unless you give value to the wildlife. Lovely. lovely day. Good morning. It's rainy, it's super windy. I don't think today is gonna be the greatest day of hunting in history, but let's see, you never know. We'll be out in 20 to 30 minutes after this coffee.
Let's go, kill some ibex.
No, that's not the let's go that we need. More enthusiasm. Let's go!
Let's go.
Ahora hay uno que está... El que está mirándonos. ¿El que nos está mirando? El de cruzado. Vale, le tengo. No. Fallo. Opportunity 70 yards, but it's too windy. I don't know if I should have taken the shot, but I think it just went underneath, but the pin was moving a lot. We are wet, soaked. It's not best conditions to take a shot, but it was a good opportunity. Clean miss, luckily, because if you miss, better make a clean miss. When I shot, you could see all the water coming off the arrow, so I think the shot went a bit low, maybe because the strings were soaked, my arrow was soaked, and yeah, it dropped a little bit more than usual. Apart from that, the wind, it was moving quite a bit, so first miss of the season, and it had to be with the Gobi Ibex. But it's gonna be the last miss of the season too.
When I miss, I used to get really disappointed. But now, I realize that you cannot change the past, so I just look forward with a positive attitude and don't let that miss get inside my head. Confidence is key and needs always to be high, so try and remind yourself that things happen for a reason.
I've been hiking for the last couple of hours. Pouring rain is getting worse and worse, really windy. I'm gonna keep trying.
Even if I try to waterproof the side tapes as much as possible, today with so much rain, water came in on the side tape and all the numbers are almost gone and the line, so I always bring a couple of extra tapes and I'm gonna put a new one for tomorrow. No missing tomorrow. As an advice, don't let your mistakes chase you. Focus on the present. Tomorrow we'll be back again, and couple of days, couple of close encounters. So tomorrow might be the day. Let's go find an ibex.
Энэ орчимд авах гэдэг энэ тэ.
We came to this advantage point here. The strategy mainly is like getting into advantage points and try to glass as much country as possible. And we spotted a really nice billy, but on the farthest place that we can see, so like over 2.5 kilometers or something like that on that ridge. So we're gonna get close and try to see it at close. Nice. Now we have a plan.
The main problems with bow hunting mountain game is that the stalk may take you 1, 2, 3 hours. We have invested a couple of hours in this stalk and now the ibex is gone. By the time you get to the animal, it's gone, so it's part of the game. Let's see if we can relocate him again. Nothing over here. Off to the next ridge. There. We have covered a ton of country today, up and down, glassed a lot, but we have only seen just that one billy. And yeah, a bit one of transition day. We're worried because we're expecting to kill one today, but we're gonna do it tomorrow. Tomorrow the weather is gonna be better, so we're gonna have to crash it. Okay, back to camp. As we're hiking up, we surprise a group of ibex inside the fog as they go over the ridge. Without much time to lose, we rush it up, knock an arrow, take our boots off to peek over where we last saw the billies.
arriba cruzado. ¿Le ves? No. Al viso. Al que está ahí cruzado, ¿vale? Son pequeños. Los hemos comido. We're 90, 110 yards. Very fast to make a quick shot. I had to get a good range, have the animal standing still, broadside. It's just not a matter of shooting at that distance, walking. Now our guide is pissed. The situation is a bit tense because I didn't take a shot, and they are saying that at 95 yards I just need to shoot, even if the animal is walking away, not even broadside, that I shouldn't adjust the sight, that I should just shoot. And I don't think they understand bow hunting, but seems that I'm the idiot of the team. And the fact is that those ibex, now we understand that they were bedded at 60 meters or something. But by the time we pick over, I think they saw the main guide, and that's why they were hiking up. So, I mean, if they see us, we cannot shoot. So, I think next time we're going alone and we're gonna do our thing, because everyone is mad at us. This is not working out, this is not good, this is Asia hunting. So this is a Buddhist thing that they put that it smells and it gives good luck. And these guys set it over a rock, and we are in 7 million hectares, and I just managed to sit right on top of it. And I sit so hard that it burned my pants and my underwear here in the butt. All the way through the underwear, my pant. So that must mean extra good luck. We're gonna kill an ibex today.
Goyang.
Shit.
What are you throwing now?
Some bread for the birds.
But that's also for good luck, or that's for the bird?
Good luck. All for good luck.
It's a sign of good luck here in Mongolia. The first glass, they throw it in the air and just have a drink for good luck for hunting. I'm gonna have my own drink. I have a wilderness.
Coño, da igual. Coño.
어떻게 돼, 진짜.
We're gonna kill now. Stop messing around. Focus. We are not making any prisoners.
Me. Al de arriba, vale. Distancia están ahora. ¡Puta madre! Puto segundo, macho. 1, 2 seconds too slow. People don't realize that when you film hunts, you need 2 guys to be exposed to have it on video, the right one. And it takes more time and I lose a lot of opportunities. But it has been 2 seconds. I was already at foot draw. 75 yards. Great stalk. We're getting closer. This way, I like it. You and I alone. Perfect.
Big Ibex spotted. We're back in the game.
Let's go. Ahí va. No me jodas. Se ha cruzado por delante. No. The small one ran in front and I hit the small one. ¿Lo has visto? Joder. I hit the small one. I shot the big one. Yeah. And when I shot, a small one runs in front and the arrow, boom. Shit. Like the chances, I promise. I don't know if it's a female. Can't believe the bad luck. It was a perfect shot. The shot was perfect. No, it's dead. Joder, qué mala suerte, tío. The Ibex was bedded, didn't have a clue that we were here. Drew back, took my time, squeezed the shot, and as I shot it, the arrow was going perfect, and a little one ran in front and saved the life of the other one, and I hit the other one, right in the middle. I didn't even see the small one. It just ran in the middle. ¿Lo has visto? Ha corrido en medio, ¿no? ¿Lo has pillado, no? Qué mala suerte, le he dado toda la mitad. It's dead. It has never happened to me. I took the shot and I was like, I'm gonna take my time. The Ibex was bedded, looking away. And I was like, okay, take the shot slowly. Release the arrow, and when the arrow flew, it was like perfect, and the small one, boom, jumped, and I hit him. When he was running, he wasn't. I didn't even see him. He jumped in front. I made a perfect shot, and the wrong billy just stood on the way. So I'm kind of feeling strange because we had the big billy, everything worked perfect, the shot very good, and this one decided to jump in front. And the arrows are so slow that you don't have time to stop it. I don't know what to say. It's a young billy, 1 to 5 year old, not the billy that we came here for. I don't know if it's lucky, unlucky, or what, but I don't know what to say, or what to think, or we were so close, but I guess that the mountains had a different plan for us. What a strange feeling, no? Bittersweet. I dream all my life of this moment, of being here with the Gobi Ibex, to be the happiest man on earth, but right now I don't know what to think, or how to feel, or... Son bonitos, ¿eh? Tom? Sleeping.
How did you say?
Shh. Shoot. Shh. Chichi.
야, 데려온 쪽은 알겠지.
өнгөрөөгөр тарсан бол яг бол харин мэдсэн баг.
өнгөрөөгөр юу асан бол яг хэлж шүү.
Ажуур өнгөрснээр зөндөө хэлсэн биш үү?
Butardo les piquilín, diquelando de sorda de jabalirurón. Butardo les moquín. Right in the heart. Sign Hubertus, the god of hunting, and that he decides the luck that we have.
Энэ цусыг уудны бид баг. Одод гэртвч хийгээл. Чи ч лууд хүмүүс аягүй сургалттай. Яг өөрсдөө хэлсэн.
Taste 100% like licking a goat.
Аягүй сургалттай баг.
Dios mío.
Наад ч баг ярих нэг.
Which are the chances of an arrow on flight, a bedded ibex and a running billy to coincide both in space and time on the Gobi Mountains? Probably is the closest thing to impossible you can be. Is this the unluckiest thing ever, or the luckiest? As much as my goal was to harvest a mature billy, our ultimate goal as hunters is to experience wild moments, and I cannot think of a wilder moment than this.
Hey, thank you guys, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, I appreciate that.
With this ibex, I'll be the first person to ever accomplish harvesting 20 species of capra with a bow. And rather than being with a giant billy, The mountains were once again setting our ego in the right place and punishing us with a young ibex, just to remind us that no matter how hard we try or how much we chase our dreams, what equipment we use, how much we paid, at the end of the day, we are not in control of anything.
It's part of the game.
Is there something more beautiful than this? And what a better lesson to remind us that the size of the trophy isn't the most important thing, but the story behind it. As much as I thought at the beginning that you took me all that I had worked for, now I understand that you gave me way more.